Hello everybody, this is Kiereek here, and I wanted to put out a quick video regarding Fallout New Vegas. Now, in my review of Fallout New Vegas, I was a little harsh to it with regards to stability and reliability, because it is a game that crashes a lot, even in vanilla, and that issue is generally expanded, multiplied, whatever you want to call it, exponentially when you start adding mods to it. So, essentially, by making the game, trying to make it more interesting and better, you increase the chance of it crashing on you, which is never fortunate. And it's a problem I've had a lot. Now, recently, after I made that review video, I was experimenting and trying to find things that would help me. So here's a few helpful tools and mods that might make your game a little more stable. It certainly has made mine more stable. Now, before doing these things, I would crash roughly maybe every 15 minutes, which is not great. It really hurts it, and usually that's when I stop playing. Since doing these things, I have had no crashes, zero. It's perfect. So I'm gonna let you in on these secrets. I hope you enjoy them. First off, and this is actually something I've been doing for a long time, is running a load order program. Now, we used to use Boss. Boss was primarily made for Oblivion back in the day, but it works with Skyrim, it works with New Vegas. However, they've stopped updating the list. Basically, it checks it against the list and organizes your mod order according to that list. Now, because the list stopped updating, it's not as effective as it could be. Instead, I suggest you use Loot. That's Loot. It does the same thing, and it just does it better. I find the interface is better, it's cleaner, and it does a better job than Boss did. Use that, it'll sort your mods. I do recommend going through manually after, because it makes the most educated decisions, but you know your load order best, and sometimes you've overwritten certain things because you want some files to be chosen instead of other files. I do that all the time with textures, animations, and I know it best, so you need to take a second look. Let Loot do the first run, you do the second run manually. Second on my list here is the 4 Gigabyte Expander. So it used to be an executable you used, and that was alright, but made it more difficult. They have integrated it now as a mod, so you install it in your load order, preferably early, and it expands the memory that Fallout New Vegas will use up to 4 gigabytes, and it totally needs it. If you are installing custom textures or basically any kind of graphical improvement, you're going to need that extra room. It will definitely help. I was getting out of memory errors a lot. When I installed that, it made it a lot better, and they've improved it since I used to use it. I used to use it with New Vegas a long time ago. It's much better now. It can just be part of my load order rather than a separate executable I have to run. I highly suggest running your game with that installed. Third up on the docket, if you ever suffer from stuttering in your game, and I know I did, it pissed me off so much, it was annoying. When textures loaded, particularly in the distance, I would get massive game stuttering, and frame rates would drop a little bit. Now, that's super annoying. Luckily, there is something for us now. Someone has made another plugin that you can use, and it will reduce and pretty much eliminate stuttering. There are times if massive things happen, a frame rate can drop, but in general, I found it really smooths it out. No more of that crappy, oh, a tree loaded in the distance, oh, better drop the frame rate down and stutter the game. It was a big deal if you have flora overhauls, because that adds a lot of extra textures that have to be loaded in the distance. So give it a try, it'll make your game a lot smoother, you'll really enjoy it, I swear. Finally, the last thing is an error catcher. Now, if any of you guys have ever done programming, generally when you have exceptions and things like that, you catch them and handle them appropriately. Because a lot of mods and even Fallout New Vegas aren't necessarily good at handling their exceptions, you need this to do it for you. And what it basically does, when something goes wrong, particularly when it's something that would crash the game otherwise, it catches with it and it deals with it appropriately. Now, I haven't had any issues, anything it hasn't been able to catch that I've noticed. At least nothing that would crash the game otherwise. But I think this was the real nail in the coffin for me as to putting my crashes to bed. So try it out. I'm going to put the links for everything here in the description. You can see from these videos I mean, compared to my old videos, the stuttering's gone. I don't have any crashes. I'm still using an EMB. I suspected the EMB was, to fault for some things, but it's running fine with it now. And it looks better. I play it, I enjoy it. I started that Colonel Sanders character with my review in the run review portion. Now that I have this, I've been playing New Vegas a ton, like a ridiculous amount. It's unhealthy, and you will be playing it in a healthy amount too, I hope. Even though Fallout 4 is out, don't forget about this game. It's enjoyable. There's more mods for it at the moment, and I think you can really make it a good experience. I find it looks dazzling. The engine is still capable, and don't give up on it. Enjoy it one last time. I'm playing through it from beginning to end, going 100% before I move on, and it's fun in our memories. So I hope this helped you guys out. Enjoy them, download them, install them. They're easy to do. I'll include the links below, like I said. Have yourself a great day, watch my other videos, and I'll see you again soon.